Well, you can't look like that or I can't start the video.
Sorry. I can't even see what I look like. Hello.
I started the video.
Okay.
I do your intro.
Hi, we're the Sloppy
Stitchin'?
Sisters. I know.
We weren't even going to do it. Did we just discuss this?
Yeah, we just discussed it.
Literally 2 minutes ago.
Well, roughly 1
Shay
minute.
was like,
1 minute and 30
we look
seconds
so dumb.
ago.
And I was like, no. Maybe we'll just leave out the jazz hands. And then I did them
That's okay.
at the wrong time.
I did them at the right time. So,
My bad.
I mean, that can't be worse than my waiting smile. Look like the dad from The Corpse Bride. Oh my gosh. It's late.
We have a brother-in-law that has a picture that is like that exact smile.
But I don't know if people have seen it.
All
if you
pictures,
haven't seen The
actually.
Corpse Bride, you're missing out, first of all. But the Victoria's dad,
Yeah.
who like has to smile, it looks painful. Our brother-in-law looks in pain whenever he has to smile for our pictures. So sometimes we used to send the gif of him around. Remember the gif of the...
Yes.
Loved that. And now our nephew has the same smile as him a little bit in pictures.
It does.
It's kind of funny.
It happens. It's genetic, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, what's happened?
Oh, it's been a busy day.
It's been a busy day. That's true. We're filming at night. It's dark outside.
Very
but
late.
you can see the tree nice. So.
The Halloween tree. I'm almost decorated for Halloween. It is a process. And usually I start the process in like July.
We like Halloween
We like Halloween. I have a lot of big animatronics. They take time to build. And then this year, I think I mentioned we were getting windows put in, so it kind of pushed us back. And now I have a 3-year-old who likes to help, which, as you can imagine, not as helpful as I would like. But
she did a good job.
Well, she did, but you weren't here to build like the animatronics. Like she loves the heads of them. That makes her sound creepy. But some of the heads she likes are creepy.
That's what I was gonna say.
But some of them are just like Jack and Sally.
She told me today that the butcher is holding a little head and it's so cute. And I was like, right.
Some of them are really
Shay likes like creepy Halloween,
scary
and I
stuff.
like cutesy Halloween. So
I like cutesy Halloween too. I just like the mix of all
you
of
like
it.
all Halloween.
But we have the barnyard butcher. The Spirit Halloween had like well before we had kids, and so he's holding like a severed head in one hand and his bloody knife in another one.
Our 3-year-old daughter was telling me how cute he was.
Yeah,
So did the head.
yeah, but she takes the heads and like walks around with them. And while I'm building other parts of their bodies, then I get to the head part and I'm like, oh, there's just a lot of heads hidden in the house. So you want creepy? It's finding decapitated heads,
Animatronic head.
Yeah, it's a little.
There's
like
Jack. There's Sally.
Was it The Godfather with like the horse head in the bed? Yeah, she'll put them to sleep. So, and you can't act creeped out, so you're just like, oh.
So was it Bowser who had that toy of the doll?
The doll. Yeah, our dog. So our niece, our cute old black lab. He never really touched toys, but our niece was, maybe like 1 or 2. And I had just a little baby doll that she was playing with, but she was eating like candy. And so she was like drooling and sticking all over this poor doll. And it happened to be Halloween time as well. At some point we like got up for a nap or whatever, and I came upstairs and he had like gnawed half the face off of like the doll and then like the hand, and it looked like a Halloween doll. And I was like, maybe I'll keep it as a Halloween decoration to put it up. And then my little one, like the first year I put it up.
It's a baby.
Oh, it's twisted, but I guess she's mine, so.
Yes. She fits in with you.
She fits in. She's cute, but yeah, so putting the animatronics together without heads and hands were the other ones that she liked to. Yeah.
You're living in the Addams Family.
Well, and then if you open up a bin of just like the random stuff or like the tree decorations, and the tree decorations have a lot of like glass and breakable.
Well,
again,
I made the tree for her.
she did. It was a Christmas gift. And she hand painted several of the ornaments and made a ton of the other ones.
But I didn't know you didn't have kids at the time, so glass wasn't a consideration.
It wasn't a concern at the time.
Didn't even think about it.
But this, and so well, they can't see the bottom of the tree. You can see are a lot of the non-breakable ones, and Johnny. Yeah, oh, he's cute. But Johnny decorated that whole bottom of the tree.
He's not gonna make it back where he was.
Oh, just take him off. I'll put him back. There's some that need to be rehung, but I couldn't do it without watching eyes.
Being chastised by the little one.
Yeah. Did you teach her how to chastise? Tasha chastised me, waiting for the start of the video. Ugh. She's kind of mean. You guys don't see the mean version of Tasha. Anyway, so yeah, today, so it's been busy decorating. And then we told you guys about our camp lot.
We had to go clean up camp.
Like the last video, but yeah, it's October. It's a weird October. I actually think for a lot of places, but it's been so hot here. Like record heats. So,
for October.
and which I think delayed my decorating too, because it just hasn't felt like fall. So I am like, it's still August. We have still lots of time, and realize Halloween's in like 2 weeks and some change. So, but it was time to take the trailers down off the mountain, put them in their like storage place. And well, Tasha had to do a lot more. Tasha was working with Dad, who has
sweetheart.
Yeah,
just does it all.
He has the truck that does. So are there three trailers up there with with people that don't have trucks, family members, Tasha included, don't have the trucks that can haul them, and so Dad
does it for me.
And I mean, it's a couple-hour drive. Well, it's longer when you're towing, and he's the one that takes them up every year and takes them down every year. And Tasha did it all day with him today, which is a long day.
But he does it. I did it because I was part of it. He does it willingly out of the kindness of his heart.
It's a lot of work. So we were up doing that, and then we just went and did our trailer. And we do have a truck that can haul our trailer, but it can't haul, like we jump in and help, but there are a lot of fifth wheels, and we don't have the hitch in our truck, so we can't really help. But we went to do ours. We went fishing, which Johnny kept, because I told her we were going to catch rainbow trout, and so she just kept telling me that the next fish we caught should be a purple one or a pink one. And I was like, oh. She's been fishing so many times, so I don't know why. She's like, I think it's because it's Halloween. Everyone can change colors.
It's a rainbow.
Yeah. Mommy, can you get that purple one for us? 7?
9.
9?
There's 2 that I didn't make cards yet.
I didn't count. 1.
I have like a billion new starts, you guys. Some which were already active in my like game. They weren't in Stitchopoly. They were part of like Community Chest and Chance, where all projects are kind of involved, all active projects. So they weren't on a team that was actively playing, but they were possibilities. If I had landed on Community Chest and or Chance. But Halloween's a little different. I'll explain that in a minute, because starting in October, I put Stitchopoly away and I'm just doing Halloween things. I've got a wheel. Ooh, this is Shay's fault. The wheel is Shay's.
No, this is not Shay's fault.
Show them the wheel. My phone's up there. You'll have to show your wheel, and they'll have to imagine my Stitch stuff.
Well, now I don't know where my phone is.
Well, there's a wheel.
It's probably with a severed head somewhere with my kid.
Shay started it with her.
Yeah, but my chores first. But no, I got the wheel. The Dizzy Stitcher, he uses the wheel all the time, and I can't tell you, for some of you, I'm like, ooh, like this just. I think it's cross stitches.
You got it, and I was like, ooh.
So I'm trying to put my whole life on this spinning wheel, and I add music to it and everything, but it came from him first. Like I saw it from him, and I was like, I need a wheel for a lot of my life.
Well, she put her projects on a wheel, and she had music with it, and I couldn't find the same app. My phone didn't have the same apps as her phone. And so I literally downloaded, I think, 20 spinning wheel apps till I found one that did all the music like hers did, so that I could do music with my wheels. But I've changed Stitchopoly to be part of a wheel. So instead of drawing for the projects on the team, there's a wheel for each team, which is, you know, less paper and faster. But then this month I put all of my Halloween projects on a wheel, and every day I spin just once, and however much I stitch that day is just on that project. So if it's a Saturday, it gets a lot of stitching. If it's a Tuesdays I hardly get to stitch. It gets like 10 stitches and that's it. So.
Yeah, stitching.
You'll know which ones were on
No, I doubt they'll even notice. We show so much progress every week that they will just be floored and wonder.
Progress too, unfortunately. I'm progressing. Me and my progressing. I know how to
keep going.
Progressing. I said it too much, it's gone weird. I broke my finger. I think I genuinely broke my finger.
I think you just jammed it.
I don't know.
She tends to be a little dramatic when it comes to her fingers.
We'll go into that in a minute. Don't let me forget to
into
go into
that.
I was playing football with my nephew and I jammed my finger.
It was bad.
Which I've done 100 times, but this time it hurt so bad. And I was like, for like 2 hours, I was playing with the kids and I was like, my finger hurts. And
it was gross.
It got swollen. It was like a pickle was on my finger and then it got bruised.
It was gross.
It's been weeks and it's still not,
it's
I don't know if swollen. You can tell. It's still swollen, yeah. But like, see this gap? I can't close my fingers yet because it's still swollen.
Because you're part
here. I'll show
Trekkie
pictures or something up here of like.
Oh yeah, you're nasty.
When it was purple and gross, but it's still swollen. And it's been weeks. It still hurts, and it doesn't impact cross stitch as much. But
you weren't supposed to say that. So now her progress is terrible because she can't stitch.
Even the cross stitch. No, for the first few days, cross stitch was hard too.
Okay, because you can't hold a hoop.
Because I couldn't. It's stuck bending to here. That's, you know, you can close a fist, but that one, it's stuck to there. But before it was so swollen, when it was a pickle, I could only like go to there, and it kept getting like in the way. It kept stabbing. And the harp, I can't play my harp. Poor harp teacher, I'm so sorry.
Hopefully she's not watching.
She knows.
She knows that.
I did get lucky. She was getting married, so there were a couple of lessons that got canceled anyways.
Sounds like she got
but
lucky
this week
too.
We're supposed to commence again, and
sorry, sorry, it's late. A long day.
Anyway, we start again this week, and I'm not sure. I've reached out to see if she wants to do a right hand only lesson, or because I've tried to play and I can play maybe like 3 or 4 notes with it before I'm like, nope, ouch. But it's impacted crochet a lot. I was planning on crocheting a lot more.
Because you owed it. Oh no, I
was gonna finish 4 of those cute little bags, and I've only finished
the Halloween
one
bags.
and a half.
Oh, we'll show those at the end.
We'll show them at the end. They're so cute.
So you can leave if
if you crochet or like crochet.
That's your shirt.
Oh my gosh, I love this shirt.
Oh, it's a ghost. That's adorable.
I found this humorous.
I can't read it.
Oh, is it?
No, remember, it's fine there. But when I look at that, it's a mirror image, and that's not happening tonight. I'll tell you that. Oh, that's adorable. Very cute.
It's humorous.
Very cute.
It's funny. That's all. Oh, speaking of other fingers, though. This is the current finger situation, but like several years ago, this finger currently still does not have a bone in the tip of it.
It got pulverized?
It got powdered, I think is what the...
I thought he said pulverized. Did he say powdered? The emergency room doctor?
Said. We were building a rock wall at Shay's house. On a very cold, wet day. I don't know how to just define
Not
this.
as cold and wet as you'd see most football stars be able to catch things. I want to clarify that.
The rock border that we were building was kind of on like a narrow strip. So the rocks were on one side and Shay's on the other side. We're just going back and forth and putting rocks. But at one point, Shay comes up with the brilliant idea to throw the rocks across.
Toss. Gently toss.
Throw the rocks across. The boulders. They were boulders.
Just like I got trampled by a buffalo.
Even little boulders are heavy though, right? And I was like, I don't know if that's a good idea, Shay. My fingers are numb and I don't know if I can really like catch them or even feel them when I catch them. And it's a good thing my fingers
I don't remember
numb.
her saying that at all. I remember her saying, yeah, I got it. Feed me.
Shay's like, we should just try it. I was like, I don't know about this. And like, she's throwing a rock. And I was like, ah!
I tossed.
Right. I caught the first one. And
everyone
Shay's
else
like,
caught them all.
Nobody else was throwing rocks. You were the only one. You threw it to me and it didn't go well. She threw the one to me. I put it down. And before I have a chance to think again, she's throwing another rock. Because I think she's afraid I'm going to say no more. So she's throwing a second rock. I catch it. But like in my follow through, you know, because they're heavy and I'm following through so it doesn't, you know, hurt my poor hands. I followed through and hit the rock I had just put down on the ground and like squished my finger between the two. Which was fine until like blood was coming out and then my nail was stuck through. And we were like, it's fine. And then my dad shows up and he's like, you should go get that checked. As my fingers
so
like
we tossed
blowing
like
up
7.
like a balloon.
I tossed like 7 more rocks. She was fine.
And we went to the emergency room. They drilled a hole in my nail. It was like a fountain of blood was coming out. It was super cute.
It was pretty
But
gross.
also they took an x-ray. He was like, let's just see if it's broken. And he came back and he's like, well, it's not broken. It's not there. You've powdered it. And since it's a hard bone, he said it would never grow back. And until my nail grew back, my finger was like this little rubber thing. It was kind of fun. Now it's boring because the nail's there and it's less fun. But there's no bone in the tip of this finger. But it's humorous.
You tell that story so wrong every time. For someone who begged me to toss them a rock. I should take a lot of heat for this. I guess we can start. So I tried to count mine and then I lost count. Like,
I'm sure I have more than you though.
You do.
By a lot, probably.
Yours are organized tonight. Look at that.
They're always organized.
Oh, right. That's like, oh man, if they could see the rest of mine.
I've organized them in the way that, because the first half of this video was not in October, so I'm still in Stitchopoly and still stitching on non-Halloween things. So those are what we'll show first. Then we'll get to the Halloween stuff.
Oh my gosh, your colors in this are amazing.
Here's my Caroline Manning. Make a wish.
And you showed the bag last time.
I showed the bag that I made. It's perfect.
Beautiful.
Oh, speaking of bags.
Oh my gosh.
We're at 999 subscribers.
As of the time of this filming.
As of, yeah, well maybe we're at 1,000, but I don't know. We can't check because we're on this video.
And I can't find my phone.
But when we hit 1,000, there might be a surprise. Like a project bag. Which I can't sell, again, because I'm a terrible seamstress. Yeah. But I can give, and you can love or hate it as you will.
Without any negative comments. We don't take negativity well.
Yeah, if you don't like it.
Tasha knows we've had some dislikes and I have cried. I have told Tasha I don't want to do it anymore. People don't like me.
I think you're silly. I think they're probably just people with fat fingers, or they just don't like us, and that's fine. Here's where I was before, which was nowhere because I hadn't started yet, but now I have, and it's gotten really, really far.
Ooh, you're gonna pull it in.
I've got a border. I haven't even finished the border. Half of this border are half stitches. There's a word for that, right?
Tent stitches.
Tent stitches, but I will complete them. They're not going to stay tents. I'm just...
You know, I don't know if we've ever addressed that all of our projects, like our full coverages, are all full crosses.
Yeah.
So...
I haven't tried tent stitch yet. Maybe one day I will.
Yeah, this is not a... Yeah. This isn't shade on anyone that tent stitches. To be honest, actually... wouldn't mind trying. My problem is,
you can hardly tell on this one.
You can't tell. And I see some people who do them so beautifully, and I'm like, gosh, That's amazing. But I stitch so tight, I get very concerned that mine will
It'll show too much of the back.
No, a lot of people talk about it what's the word I'm looking for? Like contorting the fabric. Funny because you're not like evening it out. So I know there's a lot of people out there who are like, no, if you're a cross stitcher, it's full cross, and they're a little, that's fine. If that's your opinion, that's fine. But I'm going to tell you, I kind of think tent stitching might even be more complicated because I'm pretty sure mine would distort. It would like distort my fabric going one way because I'm so tight. So I keep thinking maybe on like a smaller full coverage, maybe like a Carolyn Manning, I'll give it a try for a minute and see
what it looks like.
It might not ever work for me. But until now, I mean, just to keep us from saying it on every project, currently all of ours are full cross.
Like that one will be, again, just ended its turn and I hadn't finished
crossing them.
Give it to our border. I know. Actually, yeah.
She's so
She's really good at just finishing.
Yeah. She's only 6 and she wants to stitch with us all the time. She wants to be on the videos too. And we're like, I don't know, your mom's going to have to
approve
go over that. But we have told her that when she finishes, she's currently doing like this cute little ladybug. Like when you finish that, we'll show it for you. Because they watch the videos. They're really cute kids.
She's doing great, so.
Yeah. Do you want I'll just go.
You go.
I'll just go. Okay.
We'll fill it out.
This is my World of Disney. Yoshi,
Ooh.
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes, Yoshi. Here's where she
Maybe
was
close your
before.
ears because apparently I'm not.
Yeah. Because she'll just explain it verbally for everyone.
I won't. This is the one that's getting the least amount of work because it's my football piece. So it's a combination of my fantasy score and my Eagle score. They were on a buy this last week, and we won't even talk about
what they were when they weren't on a buy.
Oh, never mind. We won't talk about that, but we won't talk about my fantasy score last week either because I've had like wildly high scores every week till last week where I barely broke like 100. It was bad. But
that'll be me this week. My team is all injured.
Anyway. So this is
Here's where we were before.
Yeah.
I said it before, but I'm not going to show you a picture. Here's where we were before.
Sally. Cute.
Aww,
It's Halloween. Yours is mine's not meant to be funny.
Yeah, yours is just cute.
It is cute. I was looking at some Jack and Sally patterns on Tilton Crafts. I really like her stuff.
I made a project bag for Jack and Sally.
Did you?
No.
I already have one, or like a Jack and Sally project. Okay, so here it is now. Yep, I've been working up here. Yoshi, I'm not even going to tell you what up here is. Because I did that last time. So I'll keep everyone guessing. Not a ton of progress. So this one's going to be slow for a little bit. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully those Eagles like pick up their game. But I'll be honest, in true Billy fashion, I'm a very angry fan right now. So, yeah, no, it's disappointing at best. They're horrible.
I'll pull mine out. My massive fabric. For a project that will never ever be done. It could be a blanket, I think. I think it's taller than me, both ways.
That's flattering in some ways.
Oh no, I forgot. Was it an N or a U? It's an N.
No, it's a U for Utah.
No, it wasn't a U for you. It's an N. Here's, I'll show them together, and I'll flip this upside down so that when I show the other one, you can see you could see both ways. I don't remember
which way's up.
Which way's up? This is the Grand Library. It's so big, you guys. This fabric is huge, but even like the square, I added 400 stitches, and I think it looks almost the same.
You added 400 to that? When did you find time?
I didn't. 404. The light is.
I didn't even talk about what I added on mine.
And then in case it goes this way.
In case you didn't pick up the image before. Now you know exactly what you're looking at.
I don't know if you can even see the stitches very well. Okay, but yeah.
It's at 25 count, right?
Because my thing is facing this direction, my needle minder, I'm going to assume it's the N.
Oh my gosh, my needle minder's spin like my wheel on my phone.
You don't constantly make sure they're perfect.
No,
But
I
on
don't-
this, I can't blame it if it's tipped over a few times.
you make sure your needle minders are perfect, but you don't actually know what way up is on your project. So I don't want to hear it. Hey, you're covering my beautiful face.
It's so big.
It's huge. Oh my gosh, it's huge. We could use that as like a sail on a paddleboard so that I didn't have to paddle anymore. Because the last time we got on paddleboards, my arms hurt so bad because I had like all of the 8 kids.
You had all
like,
the kids on yours.
oh my
I
gosh.
just got to hang out. It's now at 0.27%.
Wow.
Wow.
That's 400 stitches. That is 400 stitches more than you once upon
That
a time
400
had.
stitches added 0.06%.
That wears me out thinking about.
I know. I'm sure I'll never finish it, but it's pretty.
I don't think I'm going to finish most of mine. I don't know. I have one in my...
I have hope for many of mine, but not that one.
Okay. Let's see. Okay.
Interesting choice.
Interesting choice. That looks like Christmas.
Oh, this is something I was going to bring up eventually. Because we were at an amusement park, and when I'm in line, I'd bobbinate.
Mm-hmm.
And they once, like months ago, asked Shay to help me bobbinate, and I've never asked her again. Her husband's fine; he helps me because
I was looking to
let's
see.
just
Compare?
compare.
Sure.
Any
I
random
am not
bobbin,
ashamed.
aren't you?
No.
I just work really hard to make mine just so pretty. That is a whole bobbin. I can fit every color plus like multiple of that color in my boxes.
I work really hard to quickly get my thread on a bobbin.
Mine are just always so perfectly pristine. And Shay's aren't. And she can only fit like
wrap
5
so
in a
fast.
slot, and I can fit like 13 or 12.
Yeah. Do you know I don't care?
Yeah, I'm thinking now that with my project bags, it doesn't matter as much because they each have their own slot anyway, so
Yeah.
it's not gonna...
And you know what? These
But the ones in my
these
box...
fat, ugly ones slip right in there just as easily as as yours do.
Which is why I'm thinking I'm going to care less for project bag ones. But the box ones have to be pretty because then it fits. I mean, I can fit them all in the one box.
I will say, I'll tell you
But
though,
it takes me ages.
for years, because she's bobbinated this way for years. Even when she wasn't like cross stitching, she would bobbinate like that. And there have been several times, because I've never like stopped cross stitching, that I like be at her house and like, oh my gosh, I'm low on a color, or oh, I want to substitute. Okay, not like I substitute a lot, but but once in a while I'm like, oh, maybe instead of a green exclamation point, it can be a greener exclamation point. We don't go out of the box. But I've stolen like bobbins from Tasha, and it's always been funny in my box when I'm like, oh, that's a Tasha one. I always know when I stole them from Tasha because they're so perfect. I mean, like, she is like meticulous. And I tried. The one time she handed it to me in line, I tried and I looked at it and was like, that looks pretty good. And she was like, she undid the whole thing. And I was like, rude. I don't. But to that point, our younger sister, like recently we were at an event together, sitting next to each other, and I was kitting up another project I'm going to show you. I was kitting it up, and I was bobbinating, and I'm sitting there just like, she's like, do you want me to help? And I was like, yeah. And I threw her stuff. She goes, I can help you. I can't help Tasha. And I was like, I know. I know. So not only do I bobbinate my stuff like 8,000 times faster than her, I also get help to do it because no one wants to help her except my husband. So, and his would have been thrown out 2 months ago too. She's a little less picky now because she's starting so many things and has project bags.
And they don't matter as much.
But
they still have to be pretty good in that, though.
I'll tell you what, my like fat kind of loose bobbinating skill means that they're not as kinked. You're gonna have kinks all over.
Never had kinking problems. I've been doing my whole life. Anyway,
Whatever.
Thought I'd bring that up.
Yep.
Shay can't help me bobbinate.
I'm not allowed to. Oh, I forgot to take this one out of the thing.
Fail.
I know, and I thought I checked them all.
You did. I watched you.
I just didn't. Yeah. It's a nerd hoop, so I didn't realize, you know, when it's in a Q-snap, it's so bulky, which I love. I mean, I love Q-snaps too, and nerd hoops. I have no qualms about either. Okay.
Super cute.
It is. Oh, I should have shown them.
Oh, here. Was this anywhere before? I don't think it
Negative.
was.
It
You
wasn't.
showed the fabric once, but that's it.
Oh yeah, the fabric that I dyed myself.
Which I think is super cute.
Yep, it's a Sue Hillis. So this is what it will look like. There we go. Oh my heck. I
So
love
cute.
them. You guys have seen I'm doing a few of these. I have
The whole
3
set,
of them.
except for the Thanksgiving.
all but
one.
Thanksgiving. I want the Thanksgiving one though. I just don't know when I'll put it up. And this is where I'm at on my fabric. Initially when I started that purple on that eye, I was a little worried because it felt very close to the color, but the more I put it in, like it's showing up great. Can you? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's the, hold on, let me get closer. There we go. That shows it way better. That's a little more close to color. The fabric's still showing kind of whiter than it is.
It's really purple with
It's actually
spots.
quite purpley with spots. So, but that was the back that I initially, don't look at the back
We
of my
did turn
stitching.
on a bright light because we're filming at night. And
Yeah, and my
the
house,
lighting here is terrible.
my house has horrible lighting. It's like a 70s modern home.
Christmas Lane is growing rapidly.
This is one of my favorite ones you're doing.
Is it?
I want a
This
Donna
one,
Gelsinger.
I
really
didn't
do.
add any new colors, but I finished the pink that I had started. I added 891 stitches.
That's pretty.
I'll try and show them. Boy, I don't know. I don't know if you can see from a distance.
Oh, right in my eyes. That light is so bright.
I'll put the other the previous version up there in case you wanted to try and see the difference, whether you can or not. Again, this is kind of the one that I'm stitching just a color at a time, so I'm doing the whole color on the whole page, and it's gonna just slowly start to fill in. But yeah, I just finished the pinkish color that's in there, and it had a lot more stitches than I expected, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised there's that much pink.
There's a lot of brick work. I
Oh,
think that they're part of that.
okay. Do you, maybe this is the
Oh, I didn't show I guess I could show
what it's going to look like.
so small
man.
on the.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And it's the mini, right? You did the mini.
Yeah, I'm doing the mini.
Which is still so many
so
stitches.
cute.
Man, I really like it.
That's a Donna Gelsinger. Cool.
I need to get one of
Here.
hers.
We can
You blind me again. I take out one finger, you take out my vision. One finger you don't even use the right way. I mean, let's be clear.
I did for about a month after that because they put a funny casting on it and I couldn't bend it.
Yeah.
Every time I tried to write,
I'm sure you took advantage of that. Oh my heck, there's
I
a
felt
cute.
so uncomfortable.
We were extremely close to our maternal grandma well, both of our grandmas growing up, but yeah, our maternal grandma was adorable. She's been gone for about a decade and some now. But towards the end, she got dementia pretty bad. But we were fortunate. Like she was one of the greatest women that's ever lived, and she was never angry or mad. She was always the one that we used to get into trouble with. Like grandma was kind of a troublemaker, but we've learned like
With
even
like not her being mad at us, with her.
yeah.
She was in trouble
She was. So it was funny as like a teenager, I never had a curfew and I was out till 2, 3 in the morning, but that's because I was with grandma. Me and my cousins or my friends, we were with my grandma and she was like, yeah, we'll go. And so when I got a little older and we could go to like comedy clubs and stuff, she would come. Her and her like little boyfriend would come. But I mean like, oh, they were a riot. But she was always a lot of fun. So when she got dementia, it was sad, but she never became like angry. We were fortunate that she was never like an aggressive, angry woman. But when she had all of her, brains and stuff going on, she used to do this. She'd say, oh, I can't do it with me. I broke a finger too and I can't do that. But read between the lines.
I've got a gap. So
So she read between the lines, like when she was pretending to flip you off. And at some point, the dementia like took out part of that. And I remember I was pulling out of her driveway with her one day, taking her to like the grocery store. There were people walking, and she was like, "You can't." She was smiling, just smiling, flipping everybody off. Read between the lines. I think she'd forgotten that it was like an offensive gesture. It was so cute and adorable. I was like, Grandma, no, this. Nope, everyone that was walking by got flipped off. Oh, the stories we have with Grandma.
We'll have to share
We'll have to share some of them.
another day.
Yeah, I already flipped them off in this video, so we better not share some of the others. Then we'll get in a lot of trouble. Okay. I'm just kidding. Okay. This one is my Harry Potter ghost. That's the only way I know to call it, because I've kind of configured it myself. Here are the... Oh. Do I have a picture of the ghost? I do. Most of them are on Pattern Keeper, so I had to check. Okay. Here are what all of the little ghosts look like. I haven't started any of them, just the words, because in between them I'm putting Happy Halloween. But I've almost finished that, except for the metallic. I have not finished the metallic.
I've had a lot of recommendations on
Yes.
comments, which are great.
Oh my heck. So
I'm ready to try like 5 different things now.
I bought the beeswax, and I actually used, I used it when I did this Y, but I'll tell you what I messed up on the Y. For the other, you can show it where it was too. Side by side.
We can do side by side now.
Sorry. I forgot when I was stitching it originally, I'm doing the back stitching with the black and then going over it in gold, in the gold metallic, right? And then on the Y, I'd like spaced that, so I just did the metallic. And I used the beeswax, which was one of the comments we got. I liked it. It did help immensely. That said, there's a lot of people that have recommended better metallics, glisten gloss. There's not enough on this one that I'm going to worry about it, because I like the way the gold looks. But I am going to continue using the beeswax on this, because it helps this one a lot. Because this, I should have brought it. I mean, it's just on a spool. It's just like a DMC metallic spool. And it splits. It's the other one that helped too is someone mentioned using a
bigger needle.
A bigger needle and a threader. No, the bigger needle was for the variegated floss, which is brilliant.
I used it for metallic too.
Yeah. Well, you need it just to thread it, but a needle threader, which I don't usually use, but I did use it when I was doing that Y with the beeswax, and it was way better. It didn't like split, because when I'm trying to like do it,
it starts to fray.
And when I used the threader, it pulled it in. The beeswax kind of kept it. So it looked good, except that I forgot the back stitching underneath, so it's not as obvious. I'm like, oh, well done. Well done. And now I'm thinking I might hold off on continuing to back stitch, because Jen, the caffeinated crafter, made a comment about how she wasn't going to put her metallics in until after she washed. And I was like, oh. Some of that will kind of make sense. It makes sense. Like,
metallic would probably wash out easier.
Do something weird. Or maybe I'll try it on like a little sample piece and we'll see. I don't know. But I was like, maybe I'll wait until I wash mine too. And then I might have to frog the little bit I have.
Right. I'm still tempted to frog all my nativity and start with like a new
one of the recommendations. Yeah, yours might be too much. The beeswax helps
so much, so it's like heartbreaking, but also there's so much more to do that I'm like, might be worth it.
Yeah, I think the beeswax was really helpful, but probably more for like a short term, like on yours where you're using it constantly. Yeah, I don't know. We read every comment. And we try to reply to as many as we get notification for.
I get excited every time we get a comment.
Well, but I feel like so do I. I get really excited.
There's a comment.
But YouTube isn't great at
notifying.
Yeah, like I feel like I'll go in, I'll be like, oh my gosh, we got them all. And then a week later I'll be like, there it is. Why don't I have any record of it coming in? Especially for responses, like replies.
Yes. those are so hard to find because they don't pop up on the feed.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how you find out other than just like scrolling through and seeing replies.
So we try and do that.
I don't know how that works,
but
there's probably an
But we
easier
do
way
love
that
all
we
the
just haven't
comments,
figured
and
out.
they have been very helpful, especially with this metallic thread stuff. So thank you very much.
Okay, now we're gonna start Halloween. This one. This is a Tuesday night one.
Man.
But I'm more excited even than my stitching that got done on the bag that I made for this project. I actually was supposed to start this earlier, but I was waiting for my fabric. I wasn't sure where I was going to get the fabric. I bought it from
Garon.
Garon?
Garon. They have a channel. They're adorable.
And the
But
fabric
they have a great shop.
that I bought is super cute. But it was the Satsuma Street Monster House SAL. This is what it looks like.
That everyone else
I guess I
finished.
should warn if people are like working on it as a SAL and don't want to see it.
I think they've seen it. It's
Well,
all
I
out.
don't- I
It's
don't
come
know
out.
if they are trying to be special or careful.
Close your eyes,
Guilty.
Yoshi.
Anyway,
Anyone who has enough self-control to not have looked.
that's what it will look like in the end. But like, look at this cute project bag. I feel like this fabric was.
I feel like Satsuma Street saw this fabric.
destined for this.
It's so cute.
Ooh, so cute. Anyway,
I really do. I think Satsuma saw that fabric and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna make a cross stitch."
they must have.
It's perfect.
But this one was a Tuesday night, and I actually think it's humorous.
Oh, cute! It's like a
looks
jack-o'-lantern.
like a smiley face. It's not. That's not what I'm stitching. I'm actually stitching it's hard to see. That's like Dracula's widow's peak. And the start of his shoulders there. But it only got a few stitches, so
You know what? That fabric is showing pretty true
the
to.
fabric is so cute.
It is. When you had it up there, it was looking pretty close.
It's super cute. So
It's perfect for this project.
so far,
'Cause
I've only
initially-
had one turn on a Tuesday, which means not a lot of stitching, but so cute.
Initially, you had a great green fabric for this, huh? But it kind of.
I bought a green because I didn't know it was before I
final-
knew what
yeah.
it was going to look like. And then some people started stitching spots and they had green in them, and I panicked.
I mean, I love
thought
the green one.
I thought
but
it
that,
might not look as pretty.
No, that one's gonna look really good on that.
So I last minute decided to get a different fabric.
I like it so much. I love that project. Okay.
Are we doing that together?
No way that happened again. We don't plan that. How
You
did
go
that happen?
first.
Also, how is that in your Halloween?
Oh, I cheated. It's dinosaurs. They're scary.
They are.
He's in my Halloween spin wheel
Makes sense.
because
It makes sense. Okay,
Why
this
not?
is Tasha's designed Jurassic Park in this house. I don't know if we can do side by side on this one.
We totally
Okay,
can.
so side by
You need to hold it
side.
while you say what happened.
Oh, I don't know, but go to the side so we can do side by side if this
Okay,
is where it was,
and
or I
I
guess
can
you can
see
even
it,
put it
so
down.
I'm in the right spot.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not covered. That's what. Oh, I will be.
You will be. Yeah.
Oh.
That's what's important. Were you about to say?
I
that?
was.
Yeah. No. Currently, they're looking at the other version of yours.
Yeah.
Oh, point while you're doing it.
I will. Now we'll come up a little close. You stand your butt. Okay. All right. So I worked on. I don't know why I had you stand up because now I can't remember what I worked on. I think I finished Go Faster. The Metasaurus part. I think I did the We Move in Herds part. Like I was kind of all over the place, but I'm right here and I come across and
It's great from the back.
thank you. My back doesn't look so bad on this. This is the one that someone gave us the comment on variegated floss because my variegated floss gets like torn up in this when it's long, when I leave it full length. Well, yours is a soft, even weave. Mine's like a rough Ada that is dyed to perfection.
So perfect.
So perfect.
I'm jealous of your fabric.
But it makes my, because my variegated floss strands to keep the variegation is super long. So they get kind of torn up and someone said use a bigger needle because then that's a really good idea. So
Mine. Let's see if we can do half and half.
oh no, you're covering me up
I'll
again.
cover you up again. And I'll be right in the middle. They can see me maybe.
Well,
I'll find a way.
give the people what they want, Tasha.
But you might have to hold it on your end. Now we'll cover you.
Okay, I'll come up and you can show.
Oh, you gotta back up because
because you got tons done. Okay.
not that much. I did the skull, which you can't actually see. We'll close up.
You can see
The
it,
Gallimimus. I finished the claws, and I started Mr. DNA down here.
Oh.
So,
because I haven't seen.
but he's only gotten his hands in like some spots.
So you can see the skull when you come up, when the light's not taking it over.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks good.
The Gallimimus. So.
What color did you do the Gallimimus? I didn't see.
Ew, it was a variegated. What did I do?
Oh, there's Mr. DNA. I see him now. I don't think he showed up in the camera. That's pretty.
Nutmeg, Gentle Arts.
That's
Sample
pretty.
threads.
You're almost done.
I know.
And then she'll put it on her Etsy shop.
I will.
I link in the bottom.
Well, I'll fix the pattern for all the little things I keep finding.
Yeah. Good thing you stitched it first.
That's why I stitched it first because I'm an idiot and I just kind of
Threw it in Excel.
And
It worked. Oh, I forgot to mention that on my
there's just
Halloween.
a lot of moments where I clearly didn't. I don't know. It didn't.
Why don't you go again? Since we kind of showed that together. And you
I've
have
got
more than me.
tons.
I didn't mention though on my Halloween. I forgot to show you this. I'm going to show you. I'm going to pull it out
Show
again.
me.
Yeah, because I am not good at this, right? Like, I don't know. Somehow when I was trying to figure out, because I'm just using like a font, right? Just letters. I was like, how am I going to center it? And that was a pain to do. And I didn't have Excel in front of me and I wanted to stitch. And I was like, okay, well, we're just going to go for it. Look how close I got.
You did really great.
Look how close I got to like basically centering that. Now what I did do is come up
Because what I would have done is put it in Excel.
It would have been my go-to normally.
Figure it out.
But I actually think I was like at your house. I didn't have my computer and I was like, I want to stitch. I'm just doing it and going. And I had like an index card. So I kind of wrote it out on an index card and tried to like space what I thought. But this is what I'm not good at. I'm not good at doing that. And it worked. I'm extremely pleased with myself.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
The next one I did was my Chip and Dale, which I had a lot of progress once upon a time on, and I can show it up here, but I scratched it.
UFO'd it.
UFO'd it. Because I was new and dumb, and I started it on like 28 count, two over one. And it was so crowded. So
And she didn't know about like even weave.
I really didn't.
I mean, not like I did. Neither of us knew.
I don't know what I was trying to do.
You got so much done on this already.
I did.
Is this a Sunday stitcher?
It was a Sunday stitcher.
It must be. It's the only time we stitch.
I got 1,547 stitches.
Wow.
Which,
Tasha, those sound like real Flosstube numbers. Like those are the numbers other Flosstubers give.
had 2 turns. That
We're
wasn't
on
one
par.
You might have even had 3 turns.
That's still. Woo.
Can you even see the colors on this? I don't know if you can see. There's a lot of colors there. How come they can't see the colors, Shay? It looks like it's black.
Let me see.
Oh, well.
Let me see. Because I'm so. Let me work my magic.
You're an expert.
You're an expert.
I can talk while I do this. I tried to
You
do
can
this.
kind of
let's
see.
be clear. I tried to do a different adventure on my projects, and I thought I'm gonna do this Yoshi style.
Oh yeah, and he doesn't do line by line. He explains like he just won't go under until all the colors, so they look like, he says, isosceles triangles.
Obviously, I failed. I started it though. I gave effort, and then I hit a point where I was like, "But it's just right there," and I still don't understand. Like Shay parks, I still don't understand the point of parking because I'm like, you can't yourself there. Why not just do the stitch instead of take the needle out? You'll have to put the needle back on later. Just do the stitch. Anyway, that's what I ran into here, Yoshi. I'm so sorry because I did put effort in and I got so far until I didn't, and I was like, nope, never mind.
I put so much effort. You're not even one. You didn't even make it one.
There's at least 2 rows.
So much effort. I worked my tail off. Like, I tried.
I did. And these parts I really was. I was stopping them and waiting till the stitch on top. But now what I'm doing is I'm just finding the next color that's like over and then going across the top. Because
that's how I use, so that's like the typewriter method.
Don't,
and
I
used to do
don't
that.
have enough self-control to park.
When I learned about parking, I thought parking was ridiculous.
But
didn't make sense to me. And when I say didn't make sense, like I understood the method, but like you, I was like, hey, I'm counting and putting it there. Why not put a stitch in? And then I decided no, like on the World of Disney, because of all the confetti. I was like, I have to park because I kept
messing up.
Kind of like it's not like one, like if you get off count 1, you're okay. It's confetti heavy and the confetti matters. Like it's not like snow confetti, you know, where it's like, oh,
Right.
okay, I'll leave it. It looks fine. But like in that border, there's like roses. So if you mess up one, you notice and you notice quick. But then you can't just, it's hard to frog. There's so much confetti. You can't just frog one. You can't find it.
All connected.
So I started parking and learned that I like the whole method of parking. It feels good. And then it's so much easier in a 10 by 10 to see if I have gotten off anywhere. And because I carry my thread, it's easier to miscount when you're confetti heavy and you go clear up here in this top corner and your next one's not like, you know, it's like 400 stitches away somewhere.
That's so
I mean,
I frog sometimes because I can't count. But ironically, well, it's just because it's not ironic. It's math and the fact that this is a smaller picture. This is at now 2.47%. So it is significantly further in its progress than the Grand Library.
Tasha, 1,504. I feel like we should. I feel like a real Flosstube right now with that number. I feel like ice cream.
Rewards? Oh, I was working really hard on Fit Go. I gave up when I broke my finger though, because like I couldn't do push-ups anymore. I couldn't do so many things.
When you break your finger,
she was like squats, sit-ups, walking. I was like, those don't count.
I was doing push-ups.
The push-ups were my favorite thing, and I can't do them.
But I can eat ice cream with it.
But ice cream.
Tasha.
Anyway, that's the thing.
Oh, that's okay, but no, in September, so our last video when I was like so sick, I was legit sick. I actually did have COVID and I had it bad. And I kept it for
a couple weeks.
A couple weeks I had it bad, and then for like another week or 2 I had
I know, because I couldn't hang out with you.
Yeah, my cough was horrible and so bad. Like I honestly couldn't work out. I tried a couple of times and it was like, it was bad. It was a rough few weeks. I was surprised because I think at this point everyone's had COVID, like on occasion, right? But it's never impacted me. In fact, one of the times I didn't even test, like Zach, my husband works at a residential treatment center and they got shut down because they all had COVID and they all like took tests and he like was positive. I was like, you know what? Like my throat's a little scratchy, so that makes sense. You know, I was fine. Like I felt fine. I've never had it where it like took me out. And then I went and got so that was just happened. And then I just got the new vaccine like Wednesday, right after having COVID. It's the first time the vaccine made me like feel really bad too. But it makes sense because I like those antibodies are new. They are there.
Fresh.
Ooh, but September was rough. So my stitching was way down. And my workouts, my Fit Go
September was rough for me, but October's been great.
But not for a broken finger. I still did some squats occasionally.
Yeah, pretty much. She was like, what about sit-ups? And I was like, Brookie. You're so funny. The strain would have hurt my finger.
The blood
clenching.
What does her skinny butt know about difficult workouts?
I don't know.
She only runs like 10 miles a day.
I know. Ugh. How many more do you have?
1, 2. I have 2, and then I have.
Oh, good, I've got 3.
Ooh, and then I have a couple.
And then crochet.
That have come into rotation, so they're now whips, and a couple bags to show that somebody made me.
Me. got a couple new things that are gonna start
Oh,
too,
it's
but
late because
3
you're
that haven't worked
not
out.
as funny as you think you are, and I'm laughing at all of it.
Yeah, we've hit that point. I'm so sorry.
It's late.
I live in that point though.
Yeah, me too, because I stitch at night. That's okay. My doctor, when I went, like, I had a doctor's appointment. That's why I got like all my vaccines at the same time. And she asked me, like, you have to fill out like how often you work out, and I was like, in recent weeks, I was like, oh, do I lie? I'm like, no, the scale will show, like, okay. So I like put the truth that it was like almost nothing. And we were talking. She's like, when could you do it? What do you do after you put Johnny to bed at night? And I was like, not stitch.
If we lost weight stitching, I'd be so scared. Why can't that be a workout?
Well, why isn't it? Because I don't eat. I don't understand, because do you eat while you cross stitch?
You don't need your fingers to eat. If they're Cheetos, they stick to your tongue. It's like a frog.
Who's feeding you Cheetos? Or you're just like off the
Put
plate?
them in a cup.
Like the popcorn in a movie theater?
Lean over, you stick your tongue out. They stick to your tongue, you eat your Cheeto. Not anymore. Not since my doctor had the talk with me. My doctor's so nice.
So smart. So smart.
She was like,
She's way nicer than I would be.
so what goals are we going to make? And I'm like, goals? And she was like, to be healthier. And I was like, oh, you mean the donuts. In all happiness and kindness, she was like, if that's what it is. I was like, that and more.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I had to write on my paper one time because I had to go back in because I had been so naughty. And it was like reason for visit. And I put, I like chocolate cake. And they read it. I was like, I didn't know you guys read those cards.
She gave me a prescription exercise. On a prescription card. I was like, I mean, I have to do it.
Stop licking Cheetos out of the cup. I didn't know you just were like licking snack foods while you stitched. Well, forget that. I was gonna say I should lose weight because I don't eat while I stitch. So if I stitched more, I would do better. But now I have ideas. So
Now
thanks.
you guys know
No.
right away. It's gotta be a dry food though. I don't think it would work with a wet food.
I could get a straw and sip up pudding. Oh, it's late. Okay. Was it me?
It's you. It's
Oh my gosh. Oh, I should show the pattern keeper. I did not know you did that. The things I'm laying about you.
You don't have Cheetos in your
I
house.
mean, don't get me wrong. I've seen you lick a plate clean. But
I like food so much.
and I look at you judgy, but when I'm alone, I look at you.
If I'm with family, I will lick the plate.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I can't breathe.
If I'm in public, I will use that spoon as good as soon as a tongue can. It's very meticulous. There will not be a crumb on that plate.
Okay. All right, my next one. It met its 3,000 stitches, so it went away towards the end of September. It is what's it called? Whoop. Fairy Tales. Fairy Tales, Heaven and Earth Designs. I can't remember the name of the artist. You can see it there. I can't read it. It's so cute. But like I said, I'm only working this one per color up to 3,000 stitches. So I just finished the first colors, 3,000. But you can actually see stuff. Oh, here's where it was.
Oh, can we not show this one together? Probably not. Here's where it was.
Probably not. Yeah, I doubt it. It's pretty. It's not huge, but it's pretty big. Here's where it is now. Can you see with the light, or do I need to move that light? So did your finger prohibit you from doing your jaw workout?
Yes. As you could tell.
Well, I did this and
My
like stop.
chisel jaw did
I pulled this down with my chin. I was like, oh, there's my 8 chins. I have not been doing my alphabet or my vowels. I wanted to see if you were.
I do them about once every other day.
I'm just looking Cheetos count. Okay, here's where it is now with its 3,000. And you can see the cute bear coming in. Yeah, the top stuff is kind of the tent, that little tent of hers. It is cute. Oh, it's longer than I thought to be. To be perfectly honest, that is bigger than I thought it was. When it's on its
grand library.
Oh, it's nowhere near. This is a corner.
It's
a corner of your grand library. And that one's on 25 count, 1/1. Actually don't mind it. I don't mind that even weave 1/1. At least on 25 count. It's not too bad.
Oof. I do over two.
The over two looks so much, but on the big full coverages.
Because I get confused with the rules when it slides.
Yeah.
My next one, Spooktacular.
Oh, sorry, how lightweight
it's not me. And I'll do this side by side.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yes. I basically I've just added the white parts and the hands. These are starting to get the ghosts in here. They look funny now because they don't have like their eyes and their swirly heads, but they'll make more sense later. So
I'm gonna do this one, Tasha.
you should,
Like every time I see it,
because she's adorable.
I fall in love with her. Oh my gosh! Have you
I
shown?
didn't add too much on her.
Have you shown my little one this one?
No.
I bet she would go
'cause
nuts.
She's gonna be a
she
witch
loves
for
witch.
Halloween.
Yeah, she's gonna be a witch.
She's gonna be a witch princess. That's what she told me.
Wow.
Although the next time I was like, "Are you gonna be a witch princess?" She just told me her full name. No, I'm.
We were out getting ready to go get the trailer today, like packing. We were leaving later than we should, and one of our neighbors and her daughter came by and their dog, and Johnny went and had like a full conversation about what they were going to be for Halloween, and the woman was like, yeah, little one's going to be a witch too, and Johnny was like, I'm going to be a witch. What are you going to be? And she's like, I don't know. She's like, maybe you should be a witch. And then she asked what the dog was going to be. And she said, he's going to be a dog. And Johnny goes, ah! You're so cute. Having a social kid when you're not a social person is weird and adorable. Okay. One Nation.
Oh,
By Bygone
I
Stitches.
love this one. This one I might do one day.
I'm going to just tell you.
Not to.
It is one that I will
so
frame.
pretty.
It is one that I love the look of. I really still, I mean, I'm done with the stars and I like the states more. I still really don't.
Love working on.
No, there's too much white. So when I'm doing the red, I don't mind so much.
On that Spooktacular, that white was tough. I don't like stitching white.
Oh, I hate it.
Cinderella is the worst.
It kept me.
So
I went and got a Mill Hill kit for all of you that recommended that. For all of you that thought I needed help beading, and I don't understand that. Like, if you guys start recommending framing ideas, I mean, I'll know you don't appreciate my
I
talents.
watched a video on how to frame.
I'm
an expert.
I've watched so many. Like, I didn't do that. I know you're surprised, but anyway. What was I saying? I don't know.
Stitch.
Oh yeah, so I went and got a Mill Hill kit, and there were some that I had in my hand. I was gonna go check out,
They were so
and then I looked and I was like, there's a lot of white. Most a lot of white. Just this one is made me really just like stitching white. But do you want to show like here's where it was?
Get close enough. I'm gonna have to take the light out.
We might
It's almost worse.
Well, when I get close, it's great, but it makes our faces look better. You know?
Does it? It's like our
Not
own
there.
personal
Thank
filter.
you for that. Yeah, how do we start putting filters on our videos?
I don't know.
I need to look, like a movie star, especially like we're straight out of the shower and off the mountain.
You're on the bad side. No, sorry. Of the table.
It's okay. Anyway, hopefully somewhere you saw where it was or here.
Right now she will. They will.
And then that's where we are now. I'm really close to finishing this page. Really, really close. And I want to say then it's going to go away, like I've been saying for like, how many months now? How many videos? But
But it is now.
no, it's not. It was supposed to. But then remember, for when we hit playoffs for football, I've decided I want to do some fun stitching for playoffs. So I'm gonna put Stitchopoly away. I'm gonna put my dice game away. By then, fantasy is done. Hopefully, the Eagles snuck into the playoffs because, nah, never mind. We're going to the Super Bowl. Anyway, I want to give each project a team that makes the playoffs of 14 projects, and this one will very likely be one of them. Now, the caveat to that is that if a certain team I hate, and I won't even name them because I don't want to offend anyone, but if you're an Eagles fan, you know exactly which team I'm talking about. I refuse to give them a project because I don't hate a project enough to associate it with their name.
Gotta give them points against.
Well, no, I'm going to, when they lose, and they will. I say when because they will. If they make it to the playoffs at all, and I'm praying they don't. When they lose, I get to start a new project.
Oh,
Yay for me.
that's good. Reward for loss.
Yeah, and I don't hate their fans. Like, I want to clarify, I have even had friends, which shocked me when I made friends and then found out they were fans of that team. I didn't know they were good people. Wonderful people. But yes, I do not hate even this project enough. Absolutely not this project. Oh my gosh, that made me sick to think about. To give that team a project.
My next one, I've been waiting to start for ages. It's been in Stitchopoly, but has never been drawn when I got my community chest or chances, is the Last Stitch Cemetery. I've been waiting so long to get this one. And since I'm doing all Halloween, I threw them in. Because it's Halloween, right? It's a cemetery.
Man, you got a lot done on this too.
I didn't get a lot done, I wouldn't say. All I got was half of the L done. But they only get like one day when they take a turn. And sometimes I don't get a lot of stitching done, depending on the day. So after work, if it's a busy day or got things happening. Super cute. Finally got it started.
Oh man, that's bigger than I thought it would be.
I mean, the fabric has a huge border. So really he's only going to be, because that is that is top to nearly bottom, and it will only go to here. So.
There was a model stitched though, wasn't there? They must have used a smaller count, right?
There was a model stitched at the store.
I feel like it just was really, what count are you?
I am going over 2.
Okay. They must have used a much smaller count because I just feel like theirs was very.
I got it from. Oh shoot! I didn't bring the paper with me.
No, you're fine.
Unless it's in there.
Well, you got this.
I got the fabric from Shepherd's Bush.
That's right. That's right.
I remember. It was in like a pre-cut little paper kit.
Is that what they call fat quarters?
I think the fabric. I think it was called Whisper, but I'm not. Don't.
Oh, that was the color. But yeah, what are fat quarters? Do you know? Okay. We're showing. Not
quarters made for me. Yeah. No.
No.
The meat that I like to eat.
No, it has to do with some sort of fabric. All I can think of is like, like when you quilt and you get
a quarter of a yard.
Oh.
That's like doubled or something.
I don't know, but I wonder if that's what that was because it's just like a pre-cut whole bunch of.
Well, they all had different sizes. I was assuming maybe they were like, I just guessed. I don't know. Maybe when somebody got a cut and it wasn't really enough to put back in the bolt, they like measured it and put it in a bag and said, "Here's 20 by 10 Whisper."
Maybe.
I assume that's where they came from, but maybe not. Maybe it could be that it was meant for another project or kit because they often sell at Shepherd's Bush. They'll have like a display and then they'll have the pattern with like a fabric cut already for it that was used for the
that they kitted out. Yep.
Maybe any of the ones that are
the model. You sound like him. Oh,
idiot.
You noob.
The model, they'll have the fabric there too, so it's easy for people like me to just go purchase because I have no issues. And I'm like, oh, that's super cute. Oh, here's the pattern, here's the fabric, and then I'm gone.
Yep.
There's nothing to hold me back, which is brilliant on their part. So,
all right. You go you go ahead because my next is plans.
Oh, okay, I've got plans after that. Okay.
Yes.
This one is, I've got to find the picture, not the pattern. Okay. Is chillin'.
Oh my gosh.
He's really small, but I find him
He's
just
so
hysterical.
funny.
I was stitching this
kind of
with,
creepy
with
when you
the
think
nieces
about
and
it.
nephews were around when I was stitching this one. And they were like, "What you stitching?" I was like, "It's a skeleton," and he's trying to be sexy. And they were calling him the sexy skeleton. I was like, I don't know if this is inappropriate, but it's funny.
I flipped them off in the video. You're fine.
So, and I've only gotten his legs going. I wanted to make sure I got him done first because he's the funniest part. Yeah. I think some of them are so funny. He's like holding a spider, like so funny, so cute. So
Is that the drum thread?
just his legs and his. And this piece of fabric I also got from Shepherd's Bush. Only it was in like a little. It was in like a mini little clearance basket because it's so small, but I didn't need a lot for him.
Oh my gosh, it's so flippin'
I was
cute.
like, perfect.
That's funny.
And it is a. Oh no! See, I've messed up. This is Whisper. It was Whisper. This is the fabric that's with. Well, now where's his fabric thing? Well, there you go. I'm not sure. Cute. I guess it was just a ribbon. I remember now. It was just a ribbon.
Oh, hey, our Just Cross Stitch magazine came the other day, by the way.
Ooh.
For Christmas. Sorry, that just was something in this pattern reminded me of that.
Anyway, those are all the things I stitch on besides crocheting, which we're gonna get to. Boy,
Yeah.
talk
Okay.
too much. I'm so sorry.
We do talk a
It's
lot.
because
I thought we were being so fast
we've
today.
got lots of stories.
But don't worry, 2 minutes gets cut out, or so you promised me of my idiocy. Okay, some plans, some stitch plans for me. First of all, so I did do some Fit Go. This was like right around the same time as the other video, but I get to start. There's nothing there. It's on Pattern Keeper. Oh my gosh. I get to start a Carolyn Manning, which is amazing. And it's Beachcomber. So any of you who follow Carolyn Manning, love her stuff as much as we do. You've seen Beachcomber. Greatest colors in the world.
Aside from Make a Wish.
I say
Maybe
that about all of
watermelon
them.
pickles.
Watermelon pickles. Oh, I
And all
exported.
the other ones I bought.
So cute.
The Beachcomber, super pretty.
View. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so here's Beachcomber. That's what it will look like someday. Haven't started it, but Tasha went ahead and made a bag for me, which looks so perfect for it. Also in this bag, I got another one. This one I really didn't do a Fit Go to start, but my husband has a dear friend who we love, and he is an Army veteran, and he went into the Army like September 1st of 2001. So you can imagine 10 days in how that went.
I got something.
Tasha's exporting all my progress for things I haven't done. Oh, I don't even. Oh, that's the pattern. Okay.
One sec, I'll find it.
No, because it's
Go
not
back
on here.
to the other page.
No, it's not. He's not. He doesn't exist on here. That's what
He
I'm.
doesn't have a picture?
He's got to have a mock-up somewhere. View mock-up. There we go. There we. I think that star's supposed to be yellow. It is, I think. Anyway, he's a little Army gnome, and my husband's friend made a comment that he was kind of always sad, like he's seen other guys get cross-stitch gifts, and he knows I cross-stitch, and he's never gotten anything. And I was like, lay the guilt on, but he's great. He just lost his mom like this week, which was sad. But I got this fabric. I'm gonna put the cute gnome kind of like right there in the middle of the flag. And it's a gift for Michael, and he will get it one day. To me, it could be a long time, but it's the first like cross-stitch gift I really have started kind of ever done. Yeah. But he broke my heart when he was like, I always wanted to get something like that and I never have. And I was like, oh, Michael, you're so cute. And he really is cute. He's a cutie. So he's gonna get that. See? No, he is. You meant well, and he's the one kind of that promoted our name, because we weren't really sure about going with Sloppy Stitch and Sisters. And then the night we were like throwing a couple of ideas out, and that was kind of our top one, but we were afraid it might, I don't know, be offensive or something. My husband was on the phone with Michael, and he was like, oh my gosh, no, that is a great YouTube channel name or a band name. Like, you have to go.
We're starting a band.
He basically is the reason that we are the Sloppy Stitch and Sisters, because other people were talking us out of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, and then Tasha made me this bag as well. I don't know what I'm putting in it, but I loved the fabric. I kind of just begged her.
Like, please.
I will find something.
Welcome to my life. I make the bags, then I find projects.
Yep. All right, you're up. Sorry.
This is just one that's coming. It's on my Halloween. I was just too excited to show it because I think it's the cutest
so
thing.
Cute.
I got this one on Etsy. Viola, I'm assuming is the name. Voila, maybe. This
No,
is donut. Look at that donut.
No, look at
this
this
little
spider.
hands. Oh.
You and your affinity for donuts.
It's like its face. No, but he's cute. Anyway, that one just hasn't had his turn on the wheel yet, but he will. It's October.
Oh my
What if it never
gosh.
happens? What if he doesn't get a turn? He will. He will. If
Then
he
you'll
doesn't, then
gift it to me
it's
and
gonna
I'll
be
give it
a
a turn.
community chance. Also, we went to Stitchery Express
Oh.
because I needed fabric for something else. What did I don't even remember what I went there for, but I know what I left with.
The soda stitches.
Oh
Dog
yeah,
one.
my soda stitches one. I didn't bring that fabric with me.
Mm-mm.
Oh
my
and
gosh.
then I ran into
Cindy.
no, not, well, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
this. But Cindy's great because I was in love with this. I had seen this fabric before, but then I saw it there and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this so much. Right, Autumn Wind is what it's called. And I was like, November's coming up, maybe. And then Cindy was like, I've got the perfect fabric for it, which she did. And she pulled me in, so I got the fabric for that and all the floss.
Oh,
I'm a
it's
mess because I
beautiful.
wasn't planning on buying anything other than that fabric. I can't really see
The modeling. Can you
the
see
modeling on it. I don't know.
it? Here, let me cover the light. Did that help?
Maybe.
No. Go closer.
It looks white.
A little. You can't see.
Well-
It's very autumn modeled.
Yes, okay, so it's beautiful. Anyway,
beautiful.
so I went in, and then, as always, with every stitch store I go to, I came out with not just that, but then I was like, because that one I had seen, I was like, but then there's this other one that matches it so perfectly. I mean, you put them together, and they're like, perfect. But, like, I would need to make sure I had the same fabric, you know, because if I'm going to put them together, they need to match.
You would think.
So then I had to get the fabric for this one too. I'm a mess. I don't know how long it will take before that one. I'm planning on starting after October. I'm gonna throw it in to the.
Thanksgiving stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'll put it into the holiday team at least for a little bit.
And are you jumping
Stitchopoly.
back on Stitchopoly? Yeah.
So he'll probably have a chance. This one I'm not sure. I'll wait until I'm done with that one. Then he'll take his place.
Ooh, it's
But
cute.
this is why I'm not allowed in stitch stores, because I go there and every time, I made a cute bag for it.
Oh my gosh, both of them. Yeah, they both fit in that, right?
Yeah, I figured they'd both go together. Yeah. And every time, I don't think I've ever left a stitch store without things I wasn't planning on buying.
Tasha used to hate samplers.
They're so
Now she has so many of them. Look at the squirrels. Ooh, look at the squirrels.
I know.
That's cute.
They're all, the border on that one just has my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, actually. They're both. It's a problem.
There's that one.
Mental disease.
Speaking of stitch stores, some people are asking, so Stitchery Express have stitch days on Saturdays. I don't know if we've mentioned that. We've always wanted to go, but that only started in like February or something, and by March the amusement park was like opening and we were like camping after that every weekend. But we've been asked, like, we were told like we should come, and
We'll
we
probably
want
be there
to.
soon.
We will. So I'm thinking, yeah, October is busy, but and even though we took our trailers down, if the weather's good, we still try and like go up camping, and then we still have the hunting season up there and fishing and whatever. So, but after October, there's a good chance we will be at Stitchery Express on a Saturday or two.
Yep. So hopefully we get to meet some of you guys.
We've been kind of excited about going there 4 months now. So
Yes.
to finally like see an opportunity in like the near future feels good. And then she's also having an actual retreat next August,
Yeah.
July 31st. I won't. It's Johnny's birthday, but weekend. But if she continues it, maybe in futures. And then we were asked if we were going to Stitch West, which I think is going on like right now, right?
Well, I don't know.
I
I
don't
didn't
know
know
what it
about it in time for a.
I don't tell Tasha about them because I know she might.
Because I'll probably just sign up.
And put my name next to it. Like she, and I'm not. Yeah. So I don't usually tell Tasha when they're all happening and going. But to whoever asked, like, if we were going to Stitch West, we're not. Stitch West is one I would love to go to someday when I break out of my shell just a little more. Flosstube is doing that, kind of.
They're making you break out.
They are. So thanks, guys. My husband would be thrilled if I went to something like this. Maybe not.
Will I come back with more projects that I want to do?
Yes. Okay, crochet time.
Crochet time. So if you don't care about crochet, that's fine.
Stick
again,
around
I got
anyway.
Way
Just
less
kidding.
done than I planned because. And
Because if you can't do push-ups, you can't crochet.
No, but like.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh
yes,
my
you
gosh.
can.
I can.
I like that you could do push-ups.
I can.
Crocheting was hard
just-
with that finger, but
this
you
finger,
found a way. I can't do squats, but I can power through crochet with my broken
You're
finger.
mean. You're a bully.
I know.
I guess
Read
I should.
between the lines.
I bought these patterns ages ago on Etsy. Super cute. I did have to. I did want to change. I mean, they were too small, but I got the base pattern because I just loved the designs: the pumpkin, the Frankenstein, and the witch. I even thought I might make some candy corns, or I don't know.
Oh, that would be cute.
So cute, right?
I hate candy corn, but I love the candy corn decorations.
Me
That's-
too. That is exactly so. Here's the Frankenstein. Instead of the
Oh my
drawstring
gosh,
bag,
she's so
I put
cute.
handles on. And then I made them bigger. So cute.
Oh,
Sorry,
man.
I've been taking my stitch markers out. So there's Frankenstein. The best part is, and I don't know how this happened exactly. I maybe my memory or my skill. I'm not sure, because I just assumed I would remember what I had done with Frankenstein to change the pattern to make it bigger.
It was like a week ago.
Yeah, well, when I started this one, I thought I did the same thing, but you can clearly see that I didn't do the same thing. That's the bottom on the
Wow.
pumpkin.
Okay.
So now I don't know how tall to make. He's a huge bag now.
Maybe cut him short.
I genuinely swear that I did the same thing.
If you wash it in super hot water, will it shrink?
Maybe. Anyway, I don't know if I should stop and put the handles like here and he'll just be shorter and fatter. I also don't know if I should do a green rim, like the green on top, or just keep him. I don't know yet.
Make him shorter and fatter, and
You'll
he and
find
I
out.
can be
If
soulmates.
you comment really fast, then maybe you'll have time. But technically, this was today.
Look at
so.
the cute bolts in this.
Oh, I know the bolts are my favorite part. They're
Oh,
multicolored. I don't know
mine
if
are
you
the
can
eyes.
see.
I think
Oh.
the eyes are my favorite part. But oh, sorry, I made his face. Whoa.
Yeah. So, I took the patterns. Let's see, who was it? Sigoni Macaroni. I went to go find her on Etsy again, but her shop is like on a break, is what I think it said. But I just love the design, so I bought her patterns, but then I am changing them again. Hers are drawstring bags, but I don't like the way drawstring works in crochet. It's kind of pulley and phrase the yarn, so changed it to handles, made them bigger. But the fact that they have the faces and stuff, I wanted to steal that. Okay, so I bought the pattern so that I could do that.
That's cute.
So cute. Anyway, I was supposed to have done 4 of these, and
Halloween's
I don't know,
months
anyone
away
who
with the
crochets,
weather.
And maybe you guys don't, but like on my left hand, because my right hand's cooking, I use these two fingers for most of the pressure.
Yeah.
And I can't.
It
so
hurts.
now it's just the one finger, and I'm like floppy and gross. So
Yeah.
which is probably why this happened.
You are so brave. To
It
give
could
up,
be
to
that I
give up
miscounted.
to give up your squats, but power through
So
your crocheting. You are so brave. You're
a jerk.
You're so strong. What an inspiration.
So mean.
Ice cream?
Ice cream.
Cheetos? No, now that I know how to eat Cheetos,
I
well,
could eat
it's
the Cheetos
good.
with my finger on the orange. Nobody would even know.
I would know. Your dog would know when
Yeah,
it chewed
nobody
through
would
it.
eat it.
Johnny would eat it. She loves Cheetos.
Well, I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Is that going to impact the video?
What is that?
It's a low battery notification.
I don't know. Bye.
Can you still see us?
Do we just hold still?
Hello.
No, bye.
Bye.
We're done.
I think we're done. We love you all. Thank you.
I keep freezing because
I don't know if it ended already or if this is the end, so.
it's still counting.